Hello, everyone. Welcome to another scene for Sept of the Howling Winds, a Werewolf the Apocalypse venue set in San Diego, California. In this very special scene, we have a wedding that is going to be taking place, and it is taking place at the beach. So I think we're going to open this scene with Dazzle's helping Kate get ready, right? Is that what we wanted to open with, Nikki?
Sure. I was going to go ahead and let our wonderful viewers know I was going to lay out the wedding scene itself.
Oh, go right ahead then.
You just open up some folders here. Sorry, guys. So the here we are. So the wedding venue itself, when the guests file in, looks like this. There are tall vases of red, purple, and white flowers lining the aisle. There are covered seats and pillows. It looks very comfortable. There's on each side of the aisle, there is candles and flower petals, sort of just creating the actual aisle because it's all in sand. And here we see Kate getting ready with her adopted mom, Dazzles the young. And this is where we will start.
So she is wearing a purple dress that is kind of a swing style dress. She looks very cute. And so yeah, she's helping Kate get ready.
Kate seems to be pretty nervous. Her hair's already been done in a way that putting on the dress won't mess with. And she just sort of there's a moment in between all of the things that they need to do to put this dress on, where Kate just sort of looks at her like she wants to say something, but she doesn't want to interrupt the process.
Well, it's just the two of them, so she looks to her. She can tell that she wants to say something. What?
She sort of just bites her lower lip a little. And she says, I said most of what I wanted to say in your Mother's Day card.
She smiles.
I wanted to make sure that you knew that no matter where I go or what happens in my life or what happens in yours, you will always be my mom. And I couldn't be luckier to be loved by you. I couldn't have asked for a better guide.
She tears up a little bit and then she like fans her eyes because her makeup is done too and she's not ready to cry it off just yet. She just smiles and wraps her arms around Kate. I love you. And I have loved you as my own since the moment I laid eyes on you. When You were first brought to me. And thank you for choosing me to be your mother. Kisses her forehead.
She smiles. And Kate touches her forehead to her mom's. And takes a deep breath and she says, okay, what happens next?
Well, when you're ready, I will send. You wanted? Did you want both Jesse and Desir, or just Jesse?
Well, I had asked both of them. She sort of seems a little really nervous.
Okay. Then yeah, when you're ready, I will send them back. And once everyone is seated, they will get started.
Kate nods and she wraps her arms around Dazzles and just hugs her really, really tightly. And she said, I couldn't have done any of this without you and Jesse and Asir. I wouldn't even be here right now.
She smiles. You're amazing, and you look absolutely stunning.
He blushes.
And she'll take her hands. And she'll take a deep breath with her, like encourage her to take a deep breath with her.
And Kate follows suit.
Are you ready?
She nods, not really trusting her voice, but she gives Alyssa a really big smile.
She nods and she will go tap Jesse and Asir, who are probably together, and let them know that she's ready for them.
Jesse will smile. He'll squeeze Asir's hand for a second. He had been talking to him kind of quietly and privately.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reflecting on the fact that their baby was getting married.
Right?
Such proud fathers.
Yeah. Asir's got tears in his eyes, like, yeah.
Obviously, I imagine Nick is nearby. No, actually, Nick is probably with Annika.
No,
Now that I think
Nick is with Annika because Nick
Yeah.
is Annika's man of honor.
Nice.
So
yes, he'll once Dazzles, he'll let them know to go in. Jesse will walk in, and when he sees Kate in her wedding dress, he literally just stops, and it's like the world melts away, and a tear falls from his eyes.
Asir kind of does the same thing, and he just squeezes Jesse's hand and is like,
and he just shakes his head and walks towards her.
wow.
Kate turns and looks at them both and sort of nervously brushes a stray strand of hair just out of her face. And she gives them both like this sort of a meek little smile, but it's a very, very happy one.
I can't talk for like 30 seconds.
Asir doesn't have words either. He's like,
so Jesse cackling.
Sorry, go ahead.
Jesse's going to pack link to Asir in their heads. every cent you spent on this wedding was worth it. You didn't pay enough.
He packlings back, I'm aware, and I've been finding ways to spend more money.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
And he just walks forward and kind of holds his hands out for Kate, like, no, my baby's an angel.
She's just missing her halo.
Can't even speak. He's literally moved beyond words. He's crying. There's no boogers yet, but he's crying. Like softly, and he'll pull his little pocket square out of his pocket, not the nice one, the display one. He'll pull the normal one out of his pocket and dab his eyes. And he'll take a deep breath.
Kate looks at each of them and she's like, "Is everything okay?" Like she seems a little nervous.
You look. I am forever going to carry this memory as one of my most cherished.
Asir just nods in agreement, like, and points to Jesse. You know, it is not often that I am left without words, because words are everything to a Philodox, as you know. However, he just shakes his head like, not as much as they are to a Galliard. Looks Jesse.
Jesse holds a hand up like, I've got nothing either. He doesn't say it, but it's where he is.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Kate just chuckles and she takes a few steps towards them. And she smiles at Jesse, and then she looks at Azir, and she sort of holds out her hand for his.
He takes it.
And he can feel her, like, shaking a little bit. Obviously, day of nerves and what they are.
Squeezes her hand.
But she looks at him and she says, I know that we aren't as close as I would like. At least we haven't been. Words. I feel close to you, even though I haven't really known you that long. And I am looking forward to having family nights and reunions and vacations, and I'm looking forward to really having you as one of my fathers. Not that you aren't already, but I want you to know I hold a special place in my heart for you, even though it hasn't been long and even though you haven't known me.
So what he does is he just pulls her into his arms and holds her very tightly. I have a speech for the reception. You'll hear what I have to say there. He'll kiss her forehead.
Kate smiles and she nods. She takes a deep breath and she looks at Jesse. And there is a world of so many unspoken moments and memories in that gaze that it's just very weighty. And she takes a very deep breath and she says, Papa, I wanted to say a few things to you. I know that we don't have a lot of time today, right now specifically, but I felt that it was very important that it couldn't wait. You gave me back my life when I didn't know I was missing it. You saved me when I needed it most, and you embraced me even knowing where I came from. Annika and I are taking a huge step today. I know that. And it's scary and terrifying. But with you and the rest of our family behind me, it gives me the courage to be happy that I can add to the family that you began building with me. I love you so much that my heart is filled to bursting. And I wanted you to know something.
He smiles softly.
I want you to know that in my heart, no matter what form you take on the outside, no matter how difficult it is for me, I will never stop trying to be better. She starts to sort of tear up, but she continues. I love you, all of you, and getting to be your daughter, knowing you, it's worth all the hardship and trouble in the world.
He takes your hand and he presses it to his cheek and he nuzzles it.
She's shaking a little. He can feel her hands are a tiny bit sweaty, but she is all smiles today.
I don't look at what Asir and I are doing right now as giving you away. To be honest, the one thing that I always tried to teach you, and that I am so happy to see that you embraced, was that you are your own woman. And the woman in front of me right now, oh my God, I am not giving her away. Because she has no one to give. I am just walking with you, beside you, into our new life, all of us. And I am so happy and proud to do so. And he'll kiss the back of her hand softly.
He barely has time to kiss the back of her hand. She just flings her arms around him and hugs him so tightly. And she sort of looks up, trying not to cry.
Oh, they're so close. He'll playfully kind of, to alleviate it a little bit. No. You're wearing like $300 worth of makeup. We'll kind of blow gently on her nose. Don't cry. Not yet.
She starts chuckling.
And he'll look at Asir. So he doesn't start crying, because he's probably wearing $300 worth of makeup too, to be honest. He'll, oh, I'm cutting out for you?
Mm-hmm.
Let me shut something down. I have something in the background going. Shut down will make it stop. 1 second. Is that better, by the way? No.
Am I the only one she was cutting out for?
Yeah, I heard her completely fine.
And it's
Okay,
my
is that better now?
And it's my connection again.
It's all right. We'll get through this.
Yeah, it's not terrible, by the way. I don't know if it seems like something that's coming and going.
Yeah.
We can do it.
We got this.
So, what is one of our wedding guests doing today?
So
I don't know
before
what
they
happened.
come
It
out,
was-
No, what's
I don't know what
Darcy
happened.
doing
It
with
was
his
just
parents who are
fine.
sitting there like, what the fuck?
yeah, Darcy is scouring the entire area to make sure there's no rocks. He's like, I know it's a beach, but knowing me, I will find no rock.
Yeah, his dad just puts a hand on his shoulder. Like, just calm down. It's okay.
There was no rocks on that track, Dad. There was no rocks. There was one rock that just happened to be there, and then I tripped. This is a beach. I don't think there will be, but there is probably going to be a rock, knowing me.
But if you trip on a rock, you're just gonna fall in sand, and sand is soft, like your head.
Unless I trip into a person. And what if I do if I trip into somebody like Gogol, the person that was at our house?
What kind of name is Gogol anyway?
A terrifying one?
You know what? I see no lie in this. Why don't you just sit down where you're supposed to be seated, and then you don't have to worry about running into any rocks?
But after the wedding, what am I supposed to do? I would want to go over and give her a hug. What if I trip into her?
You'll trip into her, and you will ruin the wedding, and it will just be over. You have to
Don't tell
woosah,
me
son. Son. You gotta woosah. Come on, woosah. Come on. Breathe in.
Oh.
Breathe out. Okay. You're not woosahing. Come on. Let's go search Grinder for a little while. And I'll pull him to sit down.
No. You're going to give me anxiety.
Oh, my Lord. So, this guy is standing at the front, watching these two fucking chuckle fucks. Just like, basically just like, oh, okay.
Darcy's mom's just rolling her eyes.
So, yeah.
She's so used to it.
Right?
Alexi, by the way, to be fair, is not wearing, what's the word I'm looking for? His typical threadbare fare. He actually did wear a suit. He didn't even do that for his own father's wedding. But he is wearing a suit for the wedding. And he's standing there with basically kind of like a leather-bound book in his hands. Just watching over the wedding, waiting to be told for the wedding to happen. Considering renaming or naming Darcy Trips on Rocks.
He makes an impulsive whine.
More guests sort of file through, and it's pretty much folks just from around the sept. You'll be able to see Kate's maid of honor and like her bridesmaids, which are excuse me. I'm sorry, got something caught in my throat.
One thing Kate does notice, or one thing that the people would notice, is that Kate's grandmother is in attendance with someone. Maddie.
Yes.
Maddie brought her new husband with her, and he is sitting next to her, waiting for the very friendly, open-looking guy.
She's holding his hand.
I'll put it over there for a second so the audience can see. Here's that older Native American guy. Kind of wiggling and looking around. It's a joyous occasion. He's happy. We'll turn to her. I bet she's gonna look beautiful.
She nods. I helped her pick out the dress, I know.
I'll hold her hand and kiss her forehead. Sit back and wait.
Yep.
Are your technical difficulties good now?
They seem to be. The weird thing is that I unwired the computer from the direct connection and I'm running it on wireless and that seems to have fixed it for now, so whatever.
Okay.
Yeah,
what is Annika up to?
So weird. But yeah. So let me put let's see her back up.
Okay.
Where does it overlay go? Okay. I'm sure it is that. She same as Kate. Her mom's helping her get ready. And she's kind of Nick's helping her get ready too. And she's kind of freaking out a little bit. They're just soothing her and comforting her and she kind of looks out to see if somebody had kept their promise.
Indeed. He did keep his promise, and they're sitting there. Jacob
So she teared up.
Yes.
And their mother, and all three of them poke their heads out. And just kind of collectively not really lose it, but they're all like kind of beside themselves to see Finn, their brother and son, in the crowd.
Yeah, Jacob is sitting next to him, wearing a suit similar to his, and he's holding his hand. Not in an overly possessive manner, but in a "he is here with me" manner. Basically, he was told, you're going to go to this wedding. You are going to participate and help your sister have the best day possible. That is not a question.
Yeah, and Finn is on his best behavior. Finn will notice looking at him, and he'll just give a little smile and finger wave.
Ignore the bruises. They're all covered up by the suit.
Right? So, I'll put up Nick's overlay too. So, Nick told his sister that he would wear a dress to her wedding, so he's in a dress.
Oh my god,
Purple.
yes.
God, yes. I appreciate my husband so much right now again.
So, Nick he'll take Annika's hand and he'll press his forehead to hers. And you've got this. And holy shit, Finn's here. And her eyes go a little wide and she nods, and I kind of sent for him to be hunted down and brought here. So, yeah. Your brother-in-law made good on his promise. And Nick nods. He's known for that. And but he takes her hands. He looks at her. You look amazing. And the fact that you're making yourself also my daughter-in-law is a little weird, but hey, go with. She just shakes her head and is like, but he smiles. She knows that he's just joking. I am overjoyed to be here with you and to see you and Kate. I dare say your connection is on the same level as mine and Jesse's. And it's so good to see. She just kind of melts and hugs him. And they'll make their way out as they are acting the quote unquote part of the groom for the purposes of the ceremony. And I'll go ahead and show the dress that she is wearing. It looks like that.
Oh, girl. Oh, girl.
So that is Annika's wedding dress.
So Jesse will look at Kate and he'll slip his hand into hers and he'll look over to Seer and he'll say to her, "Are you ready?"
She looks at Jesse and then Nasir and then Jesse again. And she nods. I'm ready. As ready as I'm ever going to be.
You got this. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. By the way, I thought I'd tell you this now. Alexei Petrova is the one performing your wedding. And he'll nod.
Seer grins.
She sort of gives a huge smile and she's like, "Thank you. That was. I can't believe I almost forgot about that. She just
Yeah, it
takes
was
a
a
really
last
deep
minute
breath.
thing. Seer came to me in a
Seer
panic.
just grins and is like, I took care of it. I took care of it. I told you didn't have to worry about anything else. I took care of it.
It's gonna be the best or worst thing of life.
I went to. We were there. Remember, we were.
I remember. I was there.
Good.
It was a good wedding. It was a great wedding. He'll just smile like, okay, let's do this.
And Kate nods, and she will walk down the aisle with her dad's.
Aww.
Yeah. As soon as Darcy sees her and Jesse and Asir all together, like his eyes are literally sparkling. He's like has his mouth covered and she's just like staring in awe. Like, you know, when somebody gets really excited and like you can see it all over their face. That's Darcy right now.
Right. Alexei will smile at them.
Past Darcy, she'll just sort of give him like a pointed smile, like a little nod.
Asir looks over and shakes his head, and Pack links to Jesse. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You know what? He fits you perfectly. Shut up.
You hear him kind of like, queen in the Pack link. Whatever.
So when they get to the front, Alexei will smile at them and let Annika and Kate come together. And he'll get a confirmation that he can begin.
Kate gets up there and she sees Annika, and it's as if the entire world melts away, and Kate only has eyes for Annika.
It is the exact same for Annika. Her jaw drops and she just is blown away by Kate. Like, and everything else just really doesn't matter right now.
Alexei will smile at them. And he'll clear his throat and he'll say, "We're gathered here today to witness and celebrate the marriage of Kate and Annika. We're not here to mark the start of a relationship, however. We are here to recognize a bond that already exists. Today they will form this bond formally and publicly. But this affirmation of love would be empty if they cannot share it with their most beloved friends and family members. So, welcome to this joyous occasion. I'd like to start the ceremony with a reading, a poem whose author wishes to remain anonymous. I am not the first person you loved. You are not the first person I looked at with a mouthful of forevers. We have both known loss like the sharp edges of a knife. We have both lived with lips more scar tissue than skin. Our love came unannounced in the middle of the night. Our love came when we'd given up on asking love to come. I think that has to be part of the miracle. This is how we heal. I will kiss you like forgiveness. You will hold me like I'm hope. Our arms will bandage, and we will press promises between us like flowers in a book. You will write sonnets to the salt of sweat on your skin. I will write novels to the scars of your body. I will write a dictionary of all the words I have used trying to describe the way it feels to have finally found you. And I will not be afraid of your scars. I know sometimes it's hard to let me see you, in all your cracked perfection. But please know, whether it's the days you burn more brilliant than the sun or the nights you collapse into my lap, your body broken into 1,000 questions, you are the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. I will love you when you are a still day. I will love you when you are the hurricane. And he'll smile and let it wait for a moment. Kate and Annika. Go on.
I was just gonna say that Kate is doing everything she can not to cry, and she's mostly succeeding, although Annika can definitely see her eyes are filled up with tears.
Yeah, Annika is also teared up from that. But she's trying not to cry right now as well, because she's not ready to quite cry off her makeup.
Kate and Annika will now share their vows to each other. We'll turn to Kate. Kate, will you speak your unbroken vow to your bride?
Kate nods without even looking at Alexi. When she blinks, like two tears, like sort of just drop. But she smiles, and the world, Kate's entire world, is just filled with Annika. And she takes a deep breath, and she takes a half step forward and sort of holds out her hand, searching for Annika's.
Yeah, Annika takes her hand.
And she says, when we found each other, we were each caught in a storm. I was broken and lost and drowning in my grief. And we gave each other a kind of comfort that comes through shared loss. You gave me the enormous gift of companionship. And as we healed, I began to see your gift for the wondrous, incredible thing that it truly was. And then I began to see you. Every sharp, witty comment, she chuckles a little, every kind, warm moment, I fell in love as I had never believed I could. And I stand here unable to take my eyes off of you for even a moment, fearing that this may be some sort of crazy, elongated dream. Before my fears can begin to take hold, I have but to only reach out and feel your warmth, embrace you, hear you, chuckle in that soft way that you do. If I took the time to list out all the things that I love about you and us and our family, we would be here long enough to see the candles flicker out and our guests get tired. I could fill novels with all that I love about this beautiful life we have created together. Instead, for the sake of our families, our friends, and all of our loved ones, I will attempt to sum it up with this. I vow to you here today that I will forever be that companion through the rough times and the smooth, through all of the tears and laughter and whatever comes between. I will give you everything I have inside of myself to ensure that I hold your hand no matter how difficult things get. I vow to be your partner in all things, to be your rock when you need it, your cuddle buddy, your sounding board. I vow to support you when you need it most, and to be kind when it isn't easy. I will love you, Annika Larson, until the very breath stolen from my lungs.
Oh, Annika couldn't hold her tears back from this. And so she does have tears streaming down her face, cutting through the makeup that she had put on.
So Alexi's soulless ass even squeezes out a tear. And he says, Annika, will you speak your unbroken vow to your bride?
We're here, and I can't believe this is happening, and I'm marrying my best friend in the entire world. Who knew that the day we met at the lake, that life would bring us here? And falling in love at my brother's bachelor party. We didn't expect that. I am so, so happy that it did, and that I get to spend the rest of my life with you. You're my soulmate, my love, my light, and my life. I promise to always love and cherish you, comfort you when you're sad and sick, be your support, laugh with you, cry with you, share everything with you. I promise to always be by your side no matter what life throws at us. We are strong, you make me stronger, and I make you stronger too. It won't always be easy, as our son has taught us already, but it will always be worth it. I love you so much, Kate Steele. Every day you give me new reasons to love you, and I can't wait for the rest of our lives together.
Kate, just like tears overflow and start like streaming down her face.
Alexei will smile softly. And he'll pull the rings out of his coat pocket. And he'll say, you've chosen to symbolize your love in the exchange of rings. He'll hand them each their ring, like for the other. He'll
takes hers.
He'll look at Kate and he'll urge them to join their hands. And he'll say, Kate, will you repeat after me?
She nods.
I take you as you are.
She looks Annika in the eyes as if she can see into her soul. And she says, I take you as you are.
Loving who you are now and who you are yet to become.
Loving who you are now and who you are yet to become.
I promise from this day forward.
I promise from this day forward
to be grateful for our love and our life.
To be grateful for our love and our life.
To be generous with my time and my affection.
To be generous with my time and my affection.
To be patient with you and myself.
to be patient with you. And she sort of rolls her eyes a little bit, and myself.
He'll chuckle.
Annika chuckles that too.
To fill our life with adventure and our home with laughter.
Fill our life with adventure and our home with laughter.
And to encourage you to grow as an individual and inspire you to do so.
To encourage you to grow as an individual and to inspire you to continue to do so.
I vow to love you completely.
I vow to love you completely.
These things I pledge before you, before our friends and our family.
These things I pledge before you, before our friends, and before our family.
And he'll turn to Annika. Annika, will you repeat after me?
Yes, she nods.
I take you as you are.
I take you as you are,
Loving who you are now and who you are yet to become.
now and who you are yet to become.
I promise from this day forward
I promise from this day forward
to be grateful for our love and our life.
to be grateful for our love and our life.
To be generous with my time and my affection.
Be generous with my time and my affection.
To be patient with you and with myself.
To be patient with you and with myself.
To fill our life with adventure and our home with laughter.
To fill our life with adventure and our home with laughter.
To encourage you to grow as an individual and inspire you to do so.
To encourage you to grow as an individual and inspire you to do so.
To love you completely.
To love you completely.
These things I pledge before you, our friends, and our family.
These things I pledge before you, our friends, and our family.
Kate, will you place your ring onto your bride's finger and repeat after me?
She nods and sort of sniffles a little bit. She's, oh God, is she crying? And with shaky, but her hands, while shaking, hold on very steadily. And she nods her head, placing the ring on Annika's finger.
Annika Larson, with this ring I thee wed.
Annika Larson, with this ring I thee wed.
Annika, will you please repeat after me, placing the ring on your bride's finger?
She nods.
Kate Steele, with this ring I thee wed.
Kate Steele, with this ring I thee wed.
He smiles and lets that hold for a moment.
Kate is sniffling, but she has the biggest smile on her face.
Same with Annika. She's just absolutely beaming.
Kate and Annika, you have come here today of your own free will and in the presence of your friends and family have declared your love and commitment to each other. You have given and received a ring as a symbol of your promise. By the power of your love and commitment to each other, and by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you wed. You may share your first kiss.
Kate steps forward like quickly and eagerly. Like this one moment, her heart is just filled to bursting. And she just kisses Annika deeply and passionately.
Yep, Annika does the same thing, returning the kiss like, yes, absolutely. They
The first
don't really
person
care
to
who's there.
the first person to start clapping, Darcy like bolts up and is just like clapping, and he's like tears are just pouring down his face, like.
Jesse just smiles and claps, like claps hard, but just that boy's so excited.
Maddie looks at her and be like, what the
Alexi will just shake his head and kind of like spread his hands like, Cray. Friends and family, it is with a full heart. I now present you with Kate and Annika Steele.
Annika just fucking beams hearing Steele behind her name, like.
And the music swells, and they get to do all that thing.
Yeah, there's a full string quartet playing music, and I believe that they will start to lead everyone to the reception area.
Indeedly.
Yep.
So,
which looks as such, ladies and gentlemen.
Darcy immediately is like, I did not look at that reception area. There's probably rocks. Looking at his dad.
His dad is just gonna like lightly smack him on the back of the head and be like, refocus.
Yeah, his mom kind of does, not the back of the head, but with the back of her hand, whaps his shoulder, like, stop.
You're embarrassing me in front of the cool kids, he'll say. So, before the dances and before all of that, I imagine that the parents are going to make their speeches, right?
Yeah, we can do that first. We can get it out of the way.
So Jesse, after people are sitting and kind of getting their apps in and stuff like that, Jesse will stand. The MC is announced, the parents are going to say some things. And Jesse stands and he basically kind of touches his suit pocket. And he gets sort of kind of like a flash of panic and starts to look around. Like, his brows go up and he looks at us. You're like, shit!
Kate is looking at her papa like, are you?
Asir looks at him. Asir looks at him and Packlinks to him. What?
He Packslink back. I can't find the speech.
Fuck.
And he just gets this panic look and kind of looks around for a second.
Dazzles, knowing that this was probably going to happen, decided that she was going to make a copy of his speech and bring it with her because she knows him and what happens when nervous coyotes with absent-mindedness get flustered. So she calmly walks up and passes him a piece of paper.
He'll kiss her on the cheek. And he'll just say to the crowd, I swear to God, I'd be lost without that woman, I swear. He'll kiss her cheek. Thank you. Gonna have a hip put out on me later, it's worth it. Smile at Dolio, who just like finger guns him. Yeah. Look at Kate. You married. You did it. Yeah. He'll unfold his speech.
She chuckles and just sort of shakes her head.
And he'll wave to the crowd. He's got the microphone, and he'll say, "I'm one of Kate's fathers. I'm her papa. I'm pretty sure you all know me. But this isn't about me. It's about my baby girl. And of course, obviously, I prepared a little something as we are supposed to do." And he'll unfold a little paper, and he'll say, "Marriages, like parenthood, mark a new beginning. The day I became Kate's father was a new beginning for me. To be the father of a daughter seemed a bit overwhelming, but anticipation for her life and our relationship helped me overcome my fears and to work hard to be a father worthy of such a daughter. Today, we stand at another new beginning as Kate and Annika start a brand new life. Like me, they're probably filled with a feeling, being a little bit overwhelmed at it all. But those feelings will melt away, in large part as they anticipate their new life together and as they build a relationship that will stand the test of time." And he'll look right at Kate. "Kate, for every kindness you ever graced me with, for the love you brought me and the new daughter you've given me in Annika, I raise my glass to you." And he'll raise his glass. "May the years treat you with as much love as you have shown us. To Kate and Annika."
Annika, sorry, not Annika. Yay!
Here now, it happens.
Words
Don't worry.
today. Sweet. Cool.
You're one now. You can use your name. It's cool.
Kate is just tears of happiness are streaming down her face, and the look she gives Jesse is so full of love.
Annika is looking at him the same, like she just smiling at him, very happy. She squeezes Kate's hand. And Asir will be the next one to go up.
Kate squeezes Annika's hand back and turns her gaze to Asir.
I debated what to say here tonight, as weddings are always supposed to be this happy and upbeat thing, but I wanted to mention something that is very real to those of us who are gay, lesbian, who love the same sex. Marriage is a construct that used to be very oppressive to those of us that would want to share our lives with the person we love, just because they happen to be the same sex as us. Thankfully, Kate and Annika, you'll never know the pain of wanting to be with the person you love and never getting the chance to. I am so happy to be here to celebrate this day with you and watch you join together in this union. Kate, you are my daughter. You showed me what it could be like to be a father, and I am so grateful for that. You opened my mind to a whole new level of love that I never knew I could feel. And I wish you both the best of everything life and love has to offer, and may you always be forever in each other's arms. And he raises his glass.
Kate puts the hand that is not holding Annika's over her heart, and she just smiles and mouths the words "thank you" to Asir.
He nods and he goes and wraps his arms around Jesse.
Jesse will lean into him.
Darcy, kind of feeling the weight of that speech, kind of just like leans into his dad. He's not like, it's not like super excited like look. It's like it's actually making him really cry.
His dad will actually his dad will actually hug him, and he kind of like he looks down, and his husband will squeeze his other hand. So Jesse, did anybody else have speeches?
Yeah, Dazzle's had one.
Yes, Dazzles. That is the one. Dazzles is looking at Dazzles. Jesse, see what happens when you've been together long enough?
Right.
Jesse looks at Dazzles.
So her jaw is dropped, and she's like, "Oh, fucking follow that, fuck."
Jesse will smile at her, and he's like, "You're one of the greatest galliards in the nation. Get up there and make your speech. Good Lord, woman."
One sec. I out of character have to recover from a Sears speech. Holy shit.
Right? That's finally what did me in. I cried for that.
Yep. Same. I hadn't really I teared up, but I hadn't really cried till I said that one. Up there. And she looks to both of them. Let me put up this bitch's overlay.
Do it.
I
don't think any of us are going to complain about having to look at Dazzles, okay? I'm just saying it. We're all thinking it. I'm just saying it.
She takes a deep breath and she says, "My daughter, Kate, you are an inspiration. I'm proud to have watched you grow and change into the young woman I see before me, and I'm honored that you've chosen me to be your mother. You were so scared when I first saw you, and helping you become who you are today has been one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. We've had our ups and downs, as much as any parent and child, but we've persevered. And you've helped me as much as I've helped you, especially the past few months. I would be lost without you. Thank you for choosing me again and inviting me to share in this joyous day with you. And Annika, you are such an amazing and wonderful person, and I couldn't ask for a better daughter-in-law. You are loving and devoted. Thank you for accepting me into your life. Watching you and Kate grow and love each other has been humbling to see. You two are a shining example of what it looks like to find your soulmate. I wish you both all the love and happiness in the world, and I will be there for you as long as I'm able to. I will be there to love and support you through the good times and the hard times. I raise my glass to this beautiful couple. May they be blessed on their journey together."
With that, like Kate crying everywhere. One hand
That was Annika.
one hand grasping Annika's so tightly. And she raises her glass of champagne. And she'll just drink to all of those toasts.
So does Annika.
Darcy is just kind of leaning into Ben. He's just like, I love you so much.
So Jesse will stand up and he'll say, "I wanted to do things a little bit differently for the first dance. Father and daughter dance." He'll kind of bounce his eyebrows at Kate, like, I got to do something, Coyote, and everything. He doesn't say it, but
yeah, Kate gives him this look like, "Oh no, what are you doing?"
I, of course, want to share a dance with you. But then I'll smile at Annika. But then I would like to share a dance with you, my new daughter.
She smiles.
Her face
And,
just sort of melts into this huge smile.
So, like,
And
I forgot to mention before, of course, Punches is here watching his daughter get married, and he's kind of crying as well.
Yeah, he knows Punches doesn't know how to dance, nor probably comfortable dancing in front of everybody. So he was like, you know what? I'll do this for you, boo boo. So
He's
he'll hold his hand out to Kate. And the song The Way You Look Tonight by Frank Sinatra will play.
Kate smiles and the tears just start all over again, and she takes Jesse's hand.
And he'll dance with her. And he'll actually sing the song to her softly as they're dancing. Just the way he's looking at her is just, oh my lord. And so
she just embraces him, and when she's dancing with him, like, he's sort of just really drinking in that moment with him.
And once it finishes, he'll kiss her hand gently. And he'll ask her to wait nearby since her and Annika's dance are next. Like after this one. And he'll hold his hand out for Annika.
She waits nearby.
Yeah, Annika will take his hand, smile to him. Her makeup is wrecked.
The song that he chose to dance with her is Unforgettable. Nat King Cole and Natalie Cole singing it.
Oh, nice.
I know, right? So he'll dance that with her, and he is smiling through it, and he'll actually lean down into her ear as they're dancing, and he'll say, I'm only so happy that the relationship that you and I share has grown more and more. You've been my sister for all this time. I just love you. There's no... And he'll kind of roll his hand in hers as they're dancing. There's really no definition for it. And he'll just shake his head and smile at her.
She smiles to him and she nods.
I think we are the only two people who could have this conversation and laugh about it. He'll just chuckle.
She chuckles and nods. Yep.
He'll kiss her cheek. And he'll
she'll say Nick was giving me shit earlier. It's great.
Right. I imagine so. He's talking through smiles. He just kind of, they're sharing that special brother, sister, father, daughter moment.
Jesus, brother, sister, father, daughter moment.
That's what it is. Like,
their relationship is just so convolutedly amazing.
It's Petrova without being the Petrovas.
It's like even better. Dolia's so jealous.
I know.
He'll kiss her cheek after, and he'll sit down. He'll pick his guitar up and he'll sit down. And he'll say, I wanted to, he'll address the crowd and he'll say, I asked the couple if I could arrange a song for their first dance, which actually has a lot of meaning. And they graciously accepted my obnoxious request. So to Kate and Annika. This is my gift to you. At a game, I'm going to play the first verse of the song, okay, guys? Because it will make you booger cry if I do.
Sounds
I'm not
good
going to
to
play
me.
the whole damn thing. Hold on. So yeah, he'll play that. The Unchained Melody, which was the song that was performed at his mother and father's wedding.
So his mother is in fucking tears. Like, oh my god. So yeah. She doesn't even care. She's booger crying on Fox. Like,
He's holding her. Let's booger cry together. He's booger crying because she's booger crying.
right?
They booger cry together. Wipes his nose with his hair. Whatever. Kidding. He doesn't do that. Jesus Christ. He wipes his nose with her hair.
God.
I'm kidding. I'm just. But yes, he will play the Unchained Melody for them. And then he'll go on.
I'm sorry. When Kate and Annika are dancing together, Kate holds her really tight and she just smiles at Annika. And she sort of just, whispers close to her ear, I can't believe we actually done this.
She smiles and looks to her. Either, but I'm so glad that we did.
It's my biggest dream come true to be here with you.
Mine too. Strokes her cheeks. I love you so much.
I love you too. So incredibly much. And she kisses her.
Yep, she kisses her.
After that song, Jesse will do the one that they wanted, the Princess and the Frog song.
Yes.
He recomposed and rearranged that too, and we'll play that for them.
Aww.
Kate just smiled and she just does not want to be out of Annika's arms today.
Ben will look over at Darcy like, do you want to renew our wedding vows? Let's renew our wedding vows. And he'll just nod.
He'll nod back at him.
Yeah, we'll just renew our wedding vows. Coming up on 6 months, he'll shrug.
He leans into him.
By the way, I'm pregnant.
You know what? That doesn't surprise me.
He'll just nod. He doesn't correct himself. He just nods.
So, much to Jesse's delight, and I hope the delight of all the rest of the guests, There is a full ice cream self-serve bar at the reception.
Yes,
In full steel tradition.
right.
And
Not a steel wedding without ice cream.
and Dazzles had some of the best Mexican food ever prepared for this. So there's very comfortable like couches next to these amazing candles and just absolutely amazing food. And in this picture you can see the wraparound couch around this little fire pit, and that is for the family and the maid of honor and the man of honor to all sort of sit. And there are some waitresses and things that are handing out champagne and whatnot. And in what is a big surprise is that in each of the guest seats for the reception, there are paper lanterns, and it says there's a note attached to each paper lantern that says, "To wish Annika and Kate a happy marriage with a good send-off. Please light me as they leave."
So Darcy, seeing that there's an opportunity for him to get a picture with Kate, he runs, and his foot gets stuck in the sand and trips and face plants.
Jesse is going to go and sit on his back.
Asir shakes his head, and
Cross-legged.
Diana is just kind of throws up her hands and looks at Jack. It's like he's in track all over again. I don't.
And
Why
Jesse will
is he
start to
Where
braid
did he
his
get it?
hair. Jack shakes his head and is like, "It's not me. It's your side of the family."
No, we are all graceful. Thank you very much. That is not me. Mm-mm.
And Jesse will start braiding his hair. Well,
Darcy is like,
cross-legged.
Darcy is trying to get his head out of the sand so he can breathe.
Kate comes over and like sort of just shoos Jesse off and like
He'll
helps
move.
her up. She looks at Darcy's parents with a big smile as she's sort of helping him up from the sand. And she says, I wanted to thank you so much for coming. And she smiles at Darcy's husband. And it's an honor and a pleasure to meet you all.
Yeah, we're totally. Yeah. I'm very honored to meet you, Miss Elder. No? Is that not right? I keep hearing Miss Honored Elder thing.
You can
Diana
Honored
smacks
Elder.
Jack.
What? She laughs and she says, "You can just call me, I guess it's Mrs. Steele now."
Mrs. Steele. I'm Jack Morrison. This is my wife, my lovely wife, Diane. We're Scorpios, Presbyterian.
Darcy gets the sand. Darcy kind of spits the sand out of his mouth.
Yeah,
And
Kate
Glabro.
And
God.
her head, like, I hope you enjoy the ice cream bar and the food. Please feel free to enjoy yourselves.
Is it special ice cream?
She
is it
blinked.
Jerry's? Ben, do they have?
She said,
Ben, did you and Jerry bring the ice cream?
She said it's special in that Ben and Jerry's delivered it.
Yes. Ben makes my favorite type of ice cream. She looks at Ben.
Ben just smiles.
By the way, Mom, I forgot to tell you, Kate is a cheese too.
Kate blinked and looks at Darcy, and she's like, what?
Yeah, Jack's brows go up. Oh, you're a cheese too? That's wonderful. I love Philly cheese.
She's
great.
like, what are you?
Best
Like,
cheese.
she has this look on her face, like, what are you even talking about?
So Ben will look at Kate. Ben will look at Kate and he'll say, "You're just mortal."
And she says, I know. That's not, I mean,
He thinks your auspice is a type of cheese, Kate. Ben will say. And
Yeah,
Jack is
Philodox,
like,
right?
Not,
That's
but
like,
yeah.
It's like the light bulb
Philodox
flickers
is
on. Like,
it's
Kate
the-
has just been through so much today that the light bulb finally flickers on. And she's like, oh, that's... She just sort of laughs. And she says, that doesn't really matter right now or here. I'm just a happily married woman today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we are so rude. Oh my God, I am so sorry.
She laughs. She says, no, it's fine.
We just want you to know that we fully support you and brought presents.
yes, we fully support.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I'm very glad that Darcy has such wonderful parents.
Oh,
They're pretty great, right?
She nods.
He'll point at a gift bag on the gift table and he's like, it's in there. And you know what? We included the receipt just in case you don't like the colors. I wasn't sure what colors lesbians like. I'm only experienced with dealing with gay men. So if you don't like the color or it's not the right shape or size, you just return it. Don't have any worries, okay?
Dad. He
Is
goes over and
laughing.
like hugs.
So hard.
Darcy just kind of puts a hand on his dad's mouth, but he's like, I love you, Dad, please.
Kate
Oh, like
looks over
behind
to
his
Monica.
hand, muffled. He's like, you trip over air, boy.
Kate looks over to Annika like, help me?
Annika is drinking champagne and bullshitting with her brother. She just kind of looks at her like, no. You're on your own.
Kate gives her a look like, oh, you want me to come over there? Oh, okay. And she turns back and she says, I'm so sorry. My bride needs to speak with me. But Darcy,
Oh no.
like,
They're married 5 minutes and she's in trouble. It's great.
Jack will just go back to his wife like, did I offend her? I hope I didn't offend her. She won't be my friend on Grindr now.
No. Darcy's like beet red. Like, I can't. I need ice cream. Ben.
Let's go get ice cream.
Kate, before she heads off, will give Darcy a very warm hug.
And he
she
hugs
says,
her back.
Thank you so much for coming today.
You know what? I just started getting to know you, but I think you're a really good friend. He smiles really warmly at her.
She nods and she says, I agree, and I look forward to having many Philodox debates with you.
He grins. You can join me in Ben's debates. You'll love them.
She laughs. And she says, all right, if you'll please excuse me. I do have a... And she just sort of pauses for a second and gets like this huge grin on her face. She says, I have a wife to go see.
And then Darcy has like this very big like smile on his face, and he's like, and I have a husband and ice cream to go to.
She chuckles and sort of walks. walks over to Annika and wraps her arms around her and just kisses her sweetly on the cheek.
She smiles to her. Hi.
And she says, pretend we're talking about something important.
Annika cracks the fuck up. And she's like, well, you're here and you're important, so anything we talk about's important.
She grins. Fair enough, Mrs. Steele.
Oh god, she melts. I love the way that sounds.
Jesse,
Mrs.
who's
Steele.
nearby, is just like, you two are making me sick. You maybe gonna love each other so much. I'm just kidding. It's your wedding, Jesus Christ. Let's just take a bite of ice cream.
Kate laughs and she says, you know this ice cream is a forever tradition, right?
Right?
Oh,
when
of
your
course.
grandmother finally gets around to making it official with her Mr. You need to meet him.
Yeah, so Jesse should pull them over to Fox and Maddie.
Yes, Jesse does. Pull them over to the Fox. I'm going to put his full overlay up. So when Jesse pulls Fox over, like pulls him over to Fox, Fox lights up. Like, this man lights up like Joan of Arc. It is ridiculous how much he can light up. And he just looks at Kate with like these big fiery eyes. He just exudes happy and coyote.
Kate just gives him this huge smile back. And she wraps her arms around her grandmother.
He will.
Oh, Maddie hugs her so tightly.
He'll wrap his arms around the both of them, and he'll hug them. And he says, "Okay, you did it. You got married."
She laughs. Yeah, I did.
You look beautiful out there. Hi. He'll wave at her. Technically, I'm your grandfather.
Thank you so. She starts to say thank you so much, and then she just pauses, like mid-sentence, like blink, blink, like the record scratch. You can just sort of see it.
Actually, not technically. Literally, I am your grandfather, but I don't want to rush this. And he'll nod.
So Maddie just looks at Fox like, are you serious?
He'll shrug. Am I ever?
You okay. Kate?
She looks at her grandmother and she's just laughing at this point. Like, there is just like all of the stress building up to this day, and just it's all over now, and there's nothing. There is not a damn thing that is gonna make her not smile right now.
So just the way that Maddie is lighting up when she's about to introduce Fox is just like, oh my god.
He'll cover his mouth, wiggling, waiting for her to introduce him, because he accidentally did it first. So he'll literally cover his mouth and wiggle and wait. He makes a fox whimper, like a coyote whimper.
Maddie just giggles and she looks at Kate. Fox. He is my new husband and your grandfather.
Oh, hi.
Kate grins and she says, she takes like one of their hands in each of hers and she says, congratulations. I'm very happy to hear that my grandmother has found the happiness that I found.
She melts.
I have a really big sanctuary and it has horses and cows and goats and pigs and chickens and geese and ducks and he just starts naming off a shit ton of animals.
So Annika overhears this and she squeezes like horses.
Horses! Many horses! I have 20 or so horses and a pony and goats.
Kate grins and she says, "Like to go horseback riding, Mom?"
So, Annika, what did Kate say?
She grins and she says, "So, would you like to go horseback riding sometime, love?"
Yes,
Yeah, you
absolutely. And I think that we should take James out there too. She nods.
Oh yeah, there's a little playground for the kids, and there's
Well, he's
it's
not quite
big
old enough
old.
for that yet.
Well, okay then.
Yeah, he's still a baby.
Yeah,
Well, then we'll
he's
put him.
only.
We'll put him on a little papoose, and he'll ride on one of our chests, and then you ride on the horsey.
Annika nods. That was kind of her thinking. Yes.
Kate grins and just like she's just glowing. She is beaming. She is so freaking happy right now.
Count's so happy.
Not
Fox
either.
is so happy. He's trying not to fucking shift.
Maddie reaches for Annika, and Annika will take her hand, and Maddie will pull her to her and give her a big hug and a kiss on the cheek. And she'll say, "Congratulations, you look beautiful." And Annika will blush and say, "Thank you."
Kate looks over and just adds, "Breathtaking."
If Annika was liquid, she would be a puddle on the floor right now.
So Fox, like seeing them have their little womany moment, he'll give Maddie a kiss. He'll give Maddie a kiss on the lips, like a quick one, like a polite peck. He blows kisses at Annika and Kate. He doesn't know him quite that well yet. He's not that quicker. And he'll
walks over to him and just hugs him.
I'll hug your back. He giggles and wiggles, and he'll spin her around politely in her dress, not fucking that up.
She laughs so hard, she's giggling.
And he'll go over to Annika, and he'll floof her hair.
Annika will hug him.
He'll hug her, and then he runs over. He'll kind of skip run over to Jesse, and glomp him, and kind of playfully like punch him at the ribs, and Jesse will kind of like they'll wrestle for a second, kind of playfully. And one thing that they notice is that they have a very father-son dynamic. And they'll just kind of link arms and... Oh, go.
Maddie will wrap an arm around one around Kate, one around Annika, and kind of watch them for a moment.
Kate
he'll
shakes her head and she's like, "Not even at my wedding."
And he'll link arms with them, and they'll go to get fat on more ice cream.
Maddie just smiles so wide. She is just so happy. And she looks to Kate and she says, "He needed Fox as much as I did."
Kate looks to Maddie and she nods and she says, "Well, I'm really glad that he has him. And I'm glad that you do."
She squeezes both of them.
Kate squeezes back.
So, kind of during all of this, Jack is actually going to find Darcy for a second. And he'll kind of punch his shoulder softly for a second. He's like, "Hey, you got a second?"
Yeah, I do, Dad.
Hey, so I want to tell you something. Just kind of quick. Just between you and me, you know. Just between us.
Okay.
So, I wanted to tell you. I know you and I don't talk a lot, and I know this is kind of a big day, and I just wanted to tell you thank you for including us in this and in your life.
He tears
And
up.
I know that your mother and I have done everything we can to support you. I mean, we really do just want the best for you. I've loved you since, you got put in my arms. And I knew from the minute I held you, you were my son, I mean, you're my boy. And I know this isn't easy for you. And it sure as hell isn't easy for me and your mother. But nothing ever worth it is. And I just wanted to let you know, no matter what we go through, and no matter what comes at us, or what I do or don't understand or anything like that, you'll always be my son. And I love you. And I'm not too proud to say that. And I just wanted you to hear that. And I'll hug him.
Darcy is crying. And he just hugs him.
So tight.
And he says, Dad, I could never not include you. I love you so much.
Oh man, I really don't know what's going on, but yeah, for you, figure it out or develop an alcohol drinking problem. Will not.
You won't develop a drinking problem. He punches him in the shoulder.
He'll ruffle his hair.
Yeah, Kate will see Darcy full on crying in his dad's arms.
And she'll just sort of smile and nod at the pair.
I think I'm getting a hold of these aspects things. He'll nod.
Okay. Whatever you say, Dad.
I figured it out. Look, so far I figured out trash bag, the urge, Philly cheesesteak, Gabillard, and I'm a little lost on the last one. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's avocado, but sure, no nod. I'm learning. See?
My favorite is trash bag. He's dying.
I know you guys have to talk in code. It's okay. And I'll punch his shoulder, go find his wife.
Darcy's kind of rolling in the sand, dead.
Sorry, I'm dying. So
As am I, I just
Diana is shoving ice cream in her face unapologetically. Just yeah, she's going to town.
I'm not at her. I think we got this, honey. I think we're learning.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
I'm learning how much ice cream I can eat before I throw up. That's what I'm learning.
I'll hold your hair for you again. You know I'll always hold your hair for you, baby.
You love me so much.
I've loved you ever since that first day I saw you in college.
I think I was also throwing up.
You were throwing up. In my fraternity bathroom. Don't know what you were doing there.
Right.
Don't want to know.
It was the first bathroom I could find.
It happened to be mine. No. But can you tell me now after we've reflected after so many years, exactly how you managed to backsplash onto the ceiling.
I told you I just have a gift.
You and Darcy.
Maybe I'm one of those things that Darcy is.
You might be a Gaballard
he has
too.
gifts.
You're right.
I might
Right?
be a Gaballard.
You might
Or maybe
be a
an
Gaballard.
avocado. Am I an avocado?
Darcy just
No.
kind of walks up and he's like, all she did was projectile vomit like it was The Exorcist, and pats him on the shoulder.
Hey, son.
Yes, that takes talent.
What aspects am I? Nod.
God. Dad, he looks at him. I can't.
Aww. I'll just pout. I want to know what aspects I am.
You're probably a Galliard for how much you talk, Dad.
What's a Galliard?
Well, hey, we're the same thing.
Hey! Is that how you pronounce that in your language?
In my language.
Galliard. Got it.
Galliard. Okay.
Galliard. Look, we're learning. I'm not.
Okay, I'll tell you the correct pronunciation if you manage to remember it.
I have a mind like a dirt trap. Go.
Okay. Ragabash.
Uh-huh.
Theurge.
Uh-huh.
Philodox.
Uh-huh.
Galliard.
Got it.
Arun.
He's going over him in his head, and he'll nod and walk off.
Diana goes to get more ice cream.
And then he walks over to Ben and he's like, they're not going to remember. And he just hugs him.
I don't know. The look in his eyes actually says he might, Ben says, nodding. It looks like he's really focusing this time.
He looks over and then he smiles. You know
your
what? I think
parents love you and would do everything for you. Come on.
I do everything for them too.
I'll kiss his cheek.
I really hope we can help them become kin.
Yeah, me too, because technically we just violated like 15 litany laws teaching him those. I don't know.
Oh God! He starts crying.
Not to bring you down or anything, but technically they are.
You don't tell me this.
No, you're the Philodox.
I know, but they already kind of knew. I was just correcting the pronunciation.
Gogglefang sure is gonna kill your parents.
No.
I'll just hold them. I'm so sorry. I love you.
I love you too. Please don't let them die.
I'm doing my best. Okay. This is not my strong area. I'm not even Garu. I'm a stat. We don't have this law for a reason.
I love you.
I love you too. It's just breathe. It's okay. It's okay. There you go. Oh my God.
Okay. Gogglefang's first is in.
No, he's not even at this event. He's not even at this party. He's down playing in the Amazon with butterflies and machine guns.
He wouldn't come over here.
I know.
I'm not going to see him like behind us or anything.
Until the end of the month. No. At the end of the month. Remember, he said you had till the end of the week and then the end of the month to get your parents here. So at the end of the month, I imagine he'll probably be back. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. So we are on a time frame, but not right now. Everything is fine. Tonight is a wedding.
Tonight is the wedding.
You only tripped once. I love you.
But I wasn't even the one who told them initially.
shakes his head and holds him. It's okay, sweet prince. It's okay. They will not go gently into that long night. And he kisses his forehead.
He just like presses his head against his chest and he just like kind of pouts.
He just holds him, and Jesse looks at these chuckle fucks like, wow. Wow. And Jesse will walk up to Kate.
Kate smiles and she just wraps her arms around her papa.
He'll wrap his arms around her. Your wedding was as flawless as you are.
Well, then we need to talk about what went wrong. She chuckles. She says, I love you so much.
I love you too. I'll kiss her forehead.
And she smiles. She kisses his cheek.
He'll grab Alyssa as she's passing by and pull her into the hug.
With Kate's mom and dad just both there and hugging her, she just starts crying all over again, and she just hugs them both so tightly. I love you both so much. I never would have gotten this far without you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for this amazing life that you've allowed me to grasp for myself.
Jesse will look at Dazzles, and he'll take her hand into his and kind of kiss the back of her hand gently.
He'll smile.
Thank you for helping me. For helping me when I needed you most. You were the first one in this sept who took a chance on me. You know that, right?
She tears up and nods.
No? You think I forgot? You think I forgot that when everybody else was looking at me with suspicion and side-eyeing me, that you were the first one to embrace this crazy coyote and help me to become the man I am today? I couldn't have done a fraction of what I did for Kate if it weren't for you. And I don't want you to ever think that I forgot that. And he'll lean and he'll kiss her on the cheek.
She just
I love
love you so much.
I love you too. And he'll nuzzle Kate and Dazzles together.
She'll wrap her arms around them both.
Kate squeezes so tight.
I think that's probably a great place to end the scene.
Yes! Yep, as Kate and as they pull out of the hug, the limo pulls up, and it's time for everyone to light the lanterns.
Yes, the lanterns.
And Kate takes Annika's hand in hers and squeezes tightly and just sort of smiles. And they walk through a sea of these golden floating lights into their happily ever after.
they will head off
off.
to enjoy their wedding night and go on their honeymoon. So,
Their
thank you.
honeymoon, which is the Disney resort in Hawaii.
Yep. Sure
Continuing
is.
a family tradition.
So, with that, I believe we can end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.